Hello! Today's video is all about the basics of a healthy low-carb diet. So if you are new to low carb or you need a little refresher, stick around. There are three macronutrients, or macros: protein, fat, and carbohydrate. First up, protein, the most important macro for overall health and helping you feel and look your best. Protein makes up approximately 15 to 20% of the body and is present in every single cell. What happens if you don't get enough protein? Your body won't have the amino acids it needs to maintain muscle, create hormones, repair cells, and perform other essential functions. Protein intake among humans ranges from about 10 to 35% of total calories, which is the range recommended by the Institutes of Medicine. While some people do okay with lower protein intakes, I found that for most, consuming protein in the moderate to high range works best for weight loss, appetite control, body composition, and overall health. And this is supported by a wide body of evidence. Some people suggest that high levels of dietary protein might contribute to osteoporosis and increase the risk of fractures. But research shows that higher protein intake doesn't cause bone loss as long as your diet includes vegetables. Studies have also demonstrated that relatively high protein intake doesn't increase the risk of kidney problems in people without pre-existing kidney disease. For someone without any health issues that require protein restriction, I generally recommend daily protein intake in the range of about 80 to 120 grams for women and 110 to 150 grams for men. For reference, you'll get about 25 to 30 grams of protein from 4 ounces of cooked meat, poultry, fish, or shellfish, 4 eggs, 4 ounces of cheese, 1.5 cups of plain Greek yogurt, 1 cup of cottage cheese, or 1.5 cups of tofu. You'll also get smaller amounts of protein in nuts, seeds, and vegetables. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, also known as carbs, provide your body with glucose, an energy source. We technically don't need any carbs in our diet because our body can use fat for energy and make any glucose it needs from the amino acids in protein. But some carb foods, like vegetables, berries, and nuts, are very healthy. They provide vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytonutrients. Phytonutrients, also known as phytochemicals, have been credited with a variety of health benefits, although more research is needed. How many carbs should you eat every day? There's some disagreement among experts about this, but I believe it comes down to self-experimentation to see what level works best for you. For the long term, if you're going to follow a low-carb diet, I recommend about 50 to 100 grams of total carbs or 20 to 70 grams of net carbs per day. Net carbs are the total carbs in a food minus dietary fiber. Notice that I said long-term and for most people. Going lower than 20 grams per day can be beneficial in some cases. Where should your carbs come from? Try to get them mainly from whole foods, like non-starchy vegetables. This includes leafy greens like spinach and kale, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower, and many other vegetables that grow above the ground, such as cucumbers, eggplant, and bell peppers. If you like fruit, go for berries, especially raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries. They're lower in carbs and higher in fiber than most other fruits. Almost all types of nuts and seeds contain only a few carbs per quarter cup. This includes peanuts, which are technically legumes but are usually grouped with nuts because they have similar nutrition profiles. Cashews have more carbs than other nuts, so if you're on a very low-carb diet, you may want to avoid or minimize them. Fat. Dietary fat helps us absorb fat-soluble vitamins, maintains the integrity of all the cell membranes in our body, helps promote satiety, and makes our food more palatable. So you definitely shouldn't fear fat, but you also don't need to add lots of it to your food. Use just enough to enhance the flavor of your meals. How much fat should you eat per day? That depends on both your daily energy needs and your personal preference. Most of the fat you eat will probably come from protein foods such as fatty meat and fish, cheese, and eggs, as well as high-fat plant foods like nuts, avocado, and olives. But you can also use natural fat during cooking or at the table. For instance, add butter or a creamy sauce to vegetables, lean meat, and fish. And drizzle a few tablespoons of creamy or olive oil-based dressing on your salad. Finally, generously season your food with salt or drink a daily cup of broth. But if you have high blood pressure, check with your doctor first. And those are the basics of healthy low-carb eating. I'll go into more details about specifics in future videos. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you soon.